The National Coconut Information System, Chapter 1, Project and its Background. The coconut industry is in need of an update database system regarding the population of the coconut farmers. Ang PCA ay nangangailangan ng database system regarding the population of the coconut farmers. Ipinapahiwatig ng mga sumusunod. Alinsunod sa General Appropriation Act of 2012, it mandates the registration ng lahat ng mga beneficiaries ng lahat ng mga programa at proyekto na ginagawa ng Philippine Coconut Authority. The National Coconut Information System or NCIS serves as a tool to ensure effective and efficient planning, delivery, and monitoring of development programs and projects and proper allocation and prioritization of scarce government resources. Ang NCIS ay binuo upang masigurado na nasa ayos ang lahat na patungkol sa mga proyekto at programa ng PCA at upang mamonitor ang progress ng mga ito. Ang pangatlo, the Department of Agriculture mandated the PCA na bumuo ng Data Bank Development Program para sa mga Coconut Farmers Registry at ito ay magiging reliable and accurate at magkakaroon ng complete listing of coconut farmers nationwide hanggang sa barangay level. The proposed system was conceptualized in view of these prevailing situations and opportunities to develop a computerized online database system to meet the pressing needs of the Philippine Coconut Authority in establishing a national coconut information system. Ang NCIS ay isang aksyon ng pagbuo o paggawa ng isang plano upang makita ang lahat ng situation at mga maaaring opportunities upang mas matugunan ang lahat ng mga detalye na kakailanganin ng PCA. This system is a user-friendly interface. Ang system na ito ay accessible na gamitin katulad ng creating, editing farmer record, viewing ng printing of reports. A preliminary system administrator account has been created for initial use with corresponding specific roles na naka-assign. May option din to create, update, and delete roles users. It provides the following. Design the system with the following features that will allow the users to input profile of the farmer, his farm record into online centralized system. May mga levels of inputting, katulad ng searching, editing of records, at viewing ng printing reports. It provides also the tools to back up the database into CSV format. It's a comma-separated values which allows data to be saved in a tabular format. CVS look like a garden variety spreadsheet but with a .csv extension. CSV files can be used with most any spreadsheet program, such as Microsoft Excel or Google Spreadsheet. And create an online system using personal homepage PHP, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, jQuery, Ajax, and MySQL as the database server. Next slide is the purpose and description. The main purpose of the NCIS is to provide various coconut industry stakeholders and update statistics on coconut farms and farmers nationwide. It will benefit the lawmakers, coconut industry, the management, the researchers, and most especially the coconut farmer. Ang dahilan ng project na ito para makapag-provide ang industry stakeholders ng update of statistics or the population ng coconut farmers and farms. At ang magbe-benefit dito ay ang mga lawmakers, coconut industry, the management, researchers, and most especially the coconut farmers. Ang existing system ay isang web-based application which allows its user, the system administrators, the managers, the power users, the encoders, and the guests. It is a systematically managed the database of the coconut farmers and her records. Ito ay installed sa PCA website para sa database and safekeeping of the data. Users also will be provided different levels or rights in inputting data, like searching and editing records, viewing and printing of reports, output of selected records, para sa spreadsheet format and backup ng buong data. Nagiging problema sa system na ito ay ang poor internet connection. Kailangan maging stable at mabilis ang connection. If not, it will not work properly, lalo na sa urban areas na kung saan mahina ang connection ng internet. Also, it takes a lot of time to process the data na minsan hindi complete ang data ng farmers. Then, ibabalik sa regional offices ng PCA kaya natatagalan ito. Next is the project context. The NCIS is envisioned to serve the purpose of establishing a reliable electronic database of all farmers and farms nationwide for a more effective planning, design, and monitoring of coconut development support services. Ang NCIS envisioned to serve the purpose of establishing electronic database para sa lahat ng farmers nationwide upang maging effective ang plano. At ang monitoring of coconut development support services part nito ang project ng PCA. Ngunit ito ay nangangailangan ng mas mahabang preparation mula sa pag-encode at pagpaprocess ng data information. It is composed of two phases, namely, ang phase 1 ay validation and updating of existing coconut farmers database. Ang pangalawang phase naman ang registration of coconut farmers that have not been previously covered by the Coconut Farmer Survey. So sa phase 1, i-check niya yung mga i-update na lahat ng information. At saka i-check din yung mga dating data ng mga coconut farmers. Sa phase 2 naman ay idadagdag ang mga information ng mga hindi pa kasali sa dating database. The objectives of the NCIS, number 1, to continue with the registration of all the coconut farmers and farm workers using the prescribed PCA survey questionnaires. So, ang unang objective ay magre-register ng tuloy-tuloy ang lahat ng coconut farmers at farm workers based sa mga PCA survey questions. Second ay to generate a complete and accurate coconut farmers and farm workers registry. Magagather lahat ng information ng tama at maia-update. At ang huli ay magiging source at basihan ng lahat ng information patungkol sa mga farmers at farm workers at ma-maintain ito. The findings of this study will benefit the lawmakers, coconut industry, the management, the researchers, and most especially the coconut farmers. Moreover, this study will make significant contributions to the fields of coconut industry. Benefits will be the following. The lawmakers. Makakatulong ang NCIS para makabuo o makagawa ng mga batas at matutugunan at mabibigyan importansya ang mga coconut farmers. Coconut industry. Mas mapapadali na i-monitor ang bilang ng mga coconut farmers sa buong bansa. The management. Maipapakita sa publiko ang lahat ng ginagawang serbisyo o tulong sa mga coconut farmers. Next is the researchers. Mas mabilis na magagather na ang lahat ng mga information na kakailanganin nila. And for the coconut farmers, makikita nila na kabilang sila sa data at maaari rin nilang malaman ang mga programa at proyekto para sa kanila. Next slide is the scope and limitations. The scope is to provide users such as system administrators, power users, encoders, and guests, with various accessibility features in managing the database of coconut farmers in the Philippines. upang magkaroon ng repository or restored data, lalo na sa mas maselang information sa lahat ng mga coconut farmers dito sa Pilipinas. Kinakailangan rin ng tulong ng mga PCA regional offices para maabot at mapabilis ang pagkalap ng mga information na kakailanganin. It includes the demographic information of the farmers, namely, the name, farm location, age, sex, civil status, children, educational attainment, membership to organization, landholding status and religion, and information about their coconut farmers. Kasama dito ang mga coconut area, number of bearing trees, age ng trees, intercrops, planted, coconut varieties, land classification, farm produce, and farm income. The limitations of the study is it does not cover the actual nationwide field survey and interview using prescribed 2-page NCIS form, which will be conducted by hired enumerators of PCA regional offices. The PCA regional offices are given the option to encode the gathered information into the developed NCIS or send the accomplished forms directly to PCA central office at Quezon City for encoding. Other limitations are ang authorized lamang na mag-input ng data ay ang PCA personnel only. Dapat mag-register muna to access the system, and some complex statistical reports are not allowed, but the output file in CSV Excel format of all the records can be used for this purpose. Ang system lang ito ay accessible sa may internet connection. Next is the operational definition of terms. The coconut farmers, sila ay engaged in the actual farming in a coconut farm. Ang database, kung saan ay nakastore ang lahat ng records. The dashboard, ito ay isang front-end panel. Encoder, sila ang mga nag-encode ng farmers' information. The farm worker, persons hired by an owner or tenant. The guest, persons or group of person that has limited privileges or right. The owner, coconut farmer who owns the land, ito po yung may-ari ng lupa. The own tiller, coconut farmer who owns and tills his lands. Power user or manager, persons or group of person that has a high level of privileges to NCIS. The role, specific tasks assigned to different users of NCIS. The server, specific tasks assigned to different users simultaneously. The system administrator, person or group of person with highest privileges to NCIS. The tenant, coconut farmer who rents a coconut land owned by another farmer. And lastly, the user refers to anybody accessing the NCIS. Chapter 2 of the National Coconut Information System, Review of Related Literature and Studies. There are lots of studies and online registry system local and abroad are related to the system as follows. First is the Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Affairs or MARA. In using their system, they discovered that the information is more accurate than formal statistics. Another one is the Indian Lands Registry System or the ILRS. This system allowed the users to perform inquiries and generate reports on data in the system. The data can also be viewed and printed from the system. The Chemical Abstract Service or CAS Registry is also an example of related literature studies. It's a chemical information system, a team of scientists worldwide that controls the quality of database in chemicals and pharmaceutical companies, universities, and government organizations. Next is the computerized church registry. This system is a stand-one computer-based system that may help the institution to lessen its registry record management. Sa system na ito, mas umunti yung mga paperworks at pag-register ng mga records ay madali na lang. Mas napabilis rin ang pag-i-input ng mga records. Next is a database farmers of the Public Sector's Food Procurement Initiative. The online database of farmers to enable public sector buyers to find local producers willing and able to supply food either directly or indirectly to the public sector. The facility was seen as a way of raising the visibility. The database farmers for the Public Sector Food Procurement Initiative, this system helped the buyers to find local producers who is willing and able to supply food either. And lastly, the development of the land-based computerized civil registry system in Bacoor, Cavite. Under the Registration Birth Act of 1969, the development of the land-based computerized civil registry system in Cavite is active in using this system regarding the government records of its citizens and residents. Next slide is the synthesis. The aim of this chapter is to develop an effective, efficient, and secure online database system that registered users input valuable data into the registry and generate reports based on this data. Upon the studies of foreign and local literature, it's really better to use the system. Ang layunin ng chapter na ito ay to develop an effective or mabisang paraan, efficient and secure online database system, at kung saan lahat ng data ay nai-input at naire-report rin. Sa pag-aaral ng foreign and local literature, makikita natin na it's better to use the system. The NCIS ay ginawa o dinevelop dahil nakikita dito ang kahalagahan ng agriculture, specifically the coconut farmers. Makikita rin dito ang farmers data, farm laborers, fisher folks sa mga province ng Philippines. Gayun din ang geographical site. Ang data na ito ay isang paraan rin upang makadevelop tayo ng programs and policies para sa ating mga magsasaka. Makikita rin dito ang urgency or kinakailangang para comprehensive ang systematic information na makakatulong sa ating government. Malaman ang ating mga farmers na kung saan ay mabibigyan sila ng magandang mapagkakakitaan. As I have said earlier, like the Ministry and Rural Affairs, MARA, at ang Indian Lands Registry System or ILRS, naging mas accurate ang information nila sa database na ito, na kung saan nakikita rin ang number of farmers, the demographic characteristics and assets, kasama rin ang number and size ng land nila. Ang system registry rin ay nagbibigay protection sa kanila sa mga illegal na inaangkin ng kanilang mga lupa. Also, nagkakaroon na rin sila ng Indian Act which governs all dealing with respect to Indian lands. Ang isa pa ay ang Chemical Abstract Service or CAS Registry, isang magandang data system ng chemical substances na makakatulong malocate accurate ang chemical information at malaman ito kung license ba ito at pwedeng gamitin. The computerized church registry in the Philippine society and the development of the land-based computerized registry system manifested not only in the people's reliance upon or seeking spiritual guidance but also acceptability of documents like baptismal certificates, marriage contracts, and other documents issued by the local government. The computerized church registry and the development of land-based computerized registry system. Ang data system din na ito ay ginamit sa mga important documents katulad ng baptismal certificates, marriage contracts, and other documents issued by the government. And lastly, the Public Sector Food Procurement Initiative database na ito ay to help buyers to find local producers who is willing and able to supply food. Makakatulong ito sa mga suppliers na makahanap sila ng mabebentahan ng wholesale packers and butchers. With the above-mentioned studies of foreign and local registry system, it will help the whole industry, the government, and its people to develop and understand the importance of the system. Sa mga nabanggit na pag-aaral, makakatulong ito sa buong industry, sa government, sa mga taon nakakaunawa ng kahalagahan ng system na ito. As a result, may pagkakaisa sa data or sa records. Madedevelop natin ang mga skills ng mga kapwa natin Pilipino at magiging efficient rin sila at mas mabilis ang process ng mga records. That's all for the Chapter 2 of the National Coconut Information System. Chapter 3 of the National Coconut Information System, Methodology, Results, and Discussion. This chapter comprises of the system design, the step-by-step processes for the system development, and system operation. The system was developed using open software PHP, which is web-based server-side scripting language, and MySQL as the database server. Sa chapter na ito ay kung paano binuo ang website na mula sa system design, ang step-by-step processes para sa system development at kung paano gagana ang buong system. Ang system na ito ay dinevelop gamit ang open software PHP at MySQL bilang database server. Gumamit rin ng WAMP bilang package program for Windows which includes Apache and web servers. Gumamit rin ng JavaScript, jQuery, and Ajax software para sa various coding, animation, and style of the system. Next slide is the cost-benefit analysis or the CBA. Kung i-compare sa existing system, ang cost ng proposed system ay mas malaki dahil ang existing system ay nag-hire lang ng contract of service na may kaalaman sa pag-ayos o paggawa ng system at ito lamang ay based sa salary amounting to 25,000 pesos. Pero kung kukuha ng outsourced service, the system will be based on the latest professional fee. These are the proposed system, includes option 1 and option 2. So option 1, to develop an in-house NCIS. Sa option 2 naman, to outsource the development of the NCIS. This would include the following steps. Develop an online NCIS within 6 months ang target na matapos. Mag-hire ng IT manpower para sa development ng online NCIS. Gumawa ng mga bagong procedures at mga proseso para sa online NCIS. Implement o gamitin ang bagong NCIS para masaayos na mga impormasyon o detalye ng mga coconut farmers mula central office hanggang sa lahat ng regional offices. I-train ang lahat ng gagamit ng nasabing system mula administrators, power users, at encoders. I-input lahat ng information ng lahat ng farmers sa NCIS online sa loob ng 6 months at magkaroon ito ng real-time reports para sa system. Ang mga benefits ay ang mga sumusunod. Iisa lang ang pagkukunan ng data kaya mas accurate. Iisa lang din ng proseso at mga hakbang na gagawin sa pagmamanage ng mga impormasyon ng mga coconut farmers. Mas mapapabilis ang pagpasok ng mga impormasyon dahil na rin sa mga data forms na available. Kapag kailangan ng reports, ito ay magiging available. Mas reliable na rin yung statistics na may ilalabas na pwedeng ipasa sa mga iba't ibang sektor. Mas madali na ring ma-monitor ang progress ng mga dumadating na data mula sa iba't ibang regions. This is the option 1. We will gain the following tangible benefits. The total benefits gain amounting to 3,300,000. So, makikita po dyan sa table na yan, ang benefit category which compose of customer, staff, services, and operations. Next table naman is the benefit description. Kabilang dito ang pag-increase ng customer satisfaction, increase ng job generation, manpower, job satisfaction, at mag-improve ang staff retention. Sa services naman ay magkakaroon ng faster identification of coconut farmers beneficiaries. Magkakaroon din ng real-time report generation, magiging available ang data at information ng mga coconut farmers. Magkakaroon din ng identification ng potential market at may improve din ang management ng reporting and control. Under the operations, marireduce ang lahat ng operating cost. Marireduce din ang coordination ng mga regional offices at mai-improve ang problem ng analysis and resolution. Under that, magkakaroon ng benefit value in the amount of 1 million sa customer, sa benefit category ng staff, 800,000, sa services naman ay magkakaroon ng 1 million at sa operation magkakaroon ng 800,000 with a total benefit gain of 3.3 million. Makikita rin dito ang cost or expenses for the development of an in-house online NCIS. Meron din tayong 4 na table composed ng expense category. Under nito ang equipment, software, personnel, training, internet connectivity, and maintenance. Under ng expense description, ang server, client, ang laptop, ang open source scripting language and database, magkakaroon din ng firewall and antivirus, at mag-hire din ng mga system analyst, mga encoders, programmers, system administrators, network administrators. Magkakaroon din ng mga training mula sa regional staff at ipoprovide ang meal accommodations, transportations, and per diem. Sa internet connectivity naman, ay magkakaroon ng dedicated leased line na in the amount of 40 million. At sa maintenance naman, ang hardware, software, network maintenance. Under that is the expense value. Makikita natin ang mga amount. So, the total expenses will be amounting to 4,863,000 na mas malaki kesa sa option 1. The assumptions is walang mababago sa legislative business strategy or policy changes habang gumagawa at ginagamit ang project. Na naisin ng mga staff na gamitin ang bagong system at handa silang suportahan ito. Hindi magiging hadlang o problema ang internet connection sa lahat ng regions. Mag-hire ng mga bagong empleyado para sa IT section. Next is the option 2 to outsource the development of the NCIS. Ang description naman ay hindi na magiging responsible ng PCA o isipin ang develop ng system. Ang outsource na ang responsible na mag-encode sa lahat ng data at hindi na kailangang bumuo ng IT group ang PCA at hindi na rin kakailanganin ng workstation ng mga computers. Under the option 2, we will gain the following tangible benefits amounting to the benefit gain 2.1 million. Under the benefit category, same with the option 1, the customer, the staff, the services, and the operations. And the benefit description also, increase the customer satisfaction, the job generation, the manpower, the motivation and job satisfaction, the staff retention. Under the services, also, faster identification of coconut farmers' beneficiaries, the real-time report, the available of the data, the faster identification of potential market, and the improvement of the management reporting and control. The operations naman ay reduce operating cost, reduce coordination to regional offices, and improve problem analysis and resolution. Under the benefit value, the difference of the option 1 and the option 2 is in the amounting of 1.2 million. So the total benefit gain of the tangible benefits of option 2 is 2.1 million. Under that, meron ding cost. The total expenses will be amounting to 17,475,000 na mas mataas kaysa sa option 1. The cost table including the expense category, expense description, expense value, and the expense type which is the capital. Sa expense category, makikita dyan ang ang NCIS, and the expense description ay ang software cost in the amounting to 700,000. The equipment hardware, expense value niya ay 500,000. The software, the firewall antivirus, 15 million. The personnel, contractual, system administrator, and the network administrator in the total amount of 420,000. The internet connectivity in the expense value at 40,000 per month in 6 months is 240,000 pesos. Sa maintenance naman ay makikita dyan ang hardware, software, and network maintenance amounting to 100,000. Sa data encoding, estimated of 3.5 million coconut farmers nationwide at 5 farmer information per sheet in the amount of 15,500,000. So the total expenses is 17,475. The assumptions, walang mababago sa legislative business, strategy, or policy changes habang gumagawa at ginagamit ang project. May kakayanan ang service provider na ibigay yung kailangang service ng project. Encoding of 3.5 million coconut farmers information will be done by the service provider. Makikita natin sa option 1 and option 2 of CBA with regards to tangible benefits, may difference amounting to 1.2 million. Means mas malaki ang budget ng option 1 because of the staff, job hiring, the manpower, and the staff retention. While the option 2, it does not need to hire a staff. On the cost table, makikita natin na mas malaki naman ang option 2 na mag-outsource sa development ng system dahil kakailanganin ng equipment, hardware, software, IT personnel, internet and maintenance, at ang pag-encode ng farmers' data. On my own opinion, it's better sana na mag-outsource na lang ng gagawa ng system. But as far as the government and the PCA financial condition is concerned, hindi ito agad-agad magagawa dahil sa kaunti lang ang budget na nilalaan ng government sa mga ganitong system. Kaya as of today, ang PCA ay nag-hire na lang muna ng contract of service upang maipagpatuloy ang data ng farmers registry system. As the result of the study shows that the proposed system will need a bigger budget. However, it is more advantageous because of these reasons. As a result, nagpapakita ng masigit na mas malaki ang budget pero mas malaking advantage dahil magagawa ang system na mas mabilis na panahon at expert rin sa field. Mas accurate ang system, ang data ng mga farmers ay mas mapapadali na magawa o ma-register sa data. Next slide is the conceptual design. These are the steps in making this system to materialize. The design of the system is shown in Figure 1 and 2. Figure 1 shows the context diagram which illustrating the external entities as well as the net inputs and outputs interacting the system. The design system is shown in Figure 1, which is the context diagram. Figure 2 is the data flow diagram, and Figure 3, the entity relationship diagram. In context diagram, pinapakita nito ang mga inputs and outputs of 6 entities, namely, the coconut farmers, the Department of Agriculture, Department of Budget and Management, local government units, Bureau of Agricultural Statistics, and the researchers. As you can see in the diagram, the registry system of the NCIS ay nire-require niya ang mga 6 external entities sa mga forms, statistical reports, and the certificates of the farmers. While ang pinapasa naman ng mga external entities ay ang mga accomplished form with farmer information, the budget, and the project's assistance. The standardized reports and the researchers' studies and analysis. May inputs and outputs ang mga data, kaya ito ay nagkakaroon ng exchange of data which is malaking tulong sa registry system upang mas mapadali ang pagsasaayos ng mga data information ng coconut farmers. Next slide is data flow diagram or DFD. The data flow includes 8 primary processes, namely access NCIS forms, input data NCIS forms, generate forms, accept budget and assistance, accept standardized reports, accept researchers, studies and analysis, check update records, and process assistance. Sa diagram na ito ay ipinapakita ang 8 primary process. Mula sa accomplished forms ng farmer, i-assess ito at i-input sa system na automatic na masisave sa coconut farmers data store. From those data na na-input, you can generate na the reports ng coconut statistical and certificates sa mga agencies, namely the Department of Agriculture, the DBM, the local government unit, the Bureau of Agricultural Statistics, and the researchers. Sa mga agency na ito, they will give the project assistance, the budget in monetary way. At ito rin ay automatic na masisave sa coconut farmers data store. After that, magkakaroon sila ng standardized reports, studies, and analysis. And then, the data can check and update the records na masisave rin sa coconut farmers data store. Ang diagram na ito ay nagpapakita lamang ng smooth flow ng system na ito, malaking tulong sa ehensya ng pamahalaan upang mas lalong maisaayos ang farmers' welfare ng ating bansa. Maging ang data information ng mga farmers ay maisasaayos din at makakatulong ito sa ating mga coconut farmers upang magkaroon sila ng mapagkakakitaan. Next slide. Figure 3 Entity Relationship Diagram. The entity relationship diagram shows the relationship of project components to its subcomponents in one-to-many and many-one relationship. Figure 3 of Entity Relationship Diagram. As you can see, there are 8 entities which were considered during the conceptual design. These entities were normalized to create a well-structured database. Number 1, ang user can be assigned to one role only, while ang role ay pwede ng madaming users. Number 2, ang user naman ay maaaring mag-input ng farmer's records while ang coconut farmer can be inputted by one user only. Ang coconut farmer naman ay maaaring magkaroon ng madaming profile information sa iba't ibang taon ng entry. Ang coconut farmer ay pwede ring magkaroon ng coconut farms sa iba't ibang region, provinces, municipality, and barangay. Number 5, ang coconut farmer na nakatira sa isang region, pero sa isang region, pwede na magkaroon ng madaming farmer. Ang region ay madaming provinces na sa bawat isa ay may primary key ng province's ID. Ang province na madaming cities, municipalities, ang bawat isa naman ay may primary key ng municipal ID. Lastly, each city municipality ay mayroong mga barangay sa bawat isa ay may primary key ng barangay ID. Entity Relationship Diagram. Let's proceed to the input and output reports and analysis. The first screen displayed in the system is the user logon page as shown in Figure 4. Ang makikita sa unang screen display ng system ay ang user logon. Figure number 4. I-input ng user ang kanyang username and password bago mag-access sa system. Makikita dito ang logo ng PCA sa left portion at sa gilid nito ay nakalagay ang NCIS at ang Department of Agriculture, PCA names. Sa baba naman ay makikita ang lock image. Beside that, may username and passport and password entry section. After successful login into the system, the primary page of the dashboard of the system is displayed as shown in Figure number 5. Makikita dito ang may recent logs, to-do, farmer's record, online stats, and tasks, who's online, and user accounts. Under the dashboard, on the My Recent Logs section, makikita ang current user, date at time login with IP address. Sa on-to-do sections naman, makikita ang designated roles assigned sa current users. Ang system administrator user ay may mga sumusunod na gagawin: new registry form, create user account, enable disable user account, backup database, and truncate or to shorten or reduce the database. Sa farmers records, makikita ang recently created records of coconut farmers, profile year, entered by, date entered, updated by, and date updated. Sa online stats section naman, mag-a-appear na total number of farmer records, regions, provinces, cities, municipalities, barangay users, and user accounts. Sa who's online and user account sections, makikita dito ang list of end user that currently online with fields, namely username, role, and IP address. Sa user account section, ito po yung user account section, makikita dito ang list of users that are registered to the system na may nakalagay na username, role, IP address, date, time, last access. The system administrator has to create user roles with corresponding permissions that can be activated and deactivated using checkboxes as shown in Figure 6. Ang system administrator has to create a user roles with corresponding permissions na pwede i-active or deactivated na makikita sa mga box sa Figure 6. The following permissions are grouped into 8 sections. One is the registry form. Next is the reports. Makikita dito ang lahat ng information ng farm usage kasama ang personal information ng farmers. The user accounts, create account, update user accounts, and view user accounts. Sa roles naman, makikita ang create new roles, delete and update roles. Sa provinces naman, makikita ang create, delete at update provinces. Sa city municipality also, makikita ang create, delete and update. Maging sa barangay level, makikita ang create, delete, and update. And lastly, the tools to back up database. And this is Figure 6 of user roles. Next slide is users. After creating rows, the system administrator creates users with the following fields. Pagkatapos mag-create ng rows, ang system administrator will create users with the following fields. The first name, the middle initial, at ang last name, maging ang username, password, user role na makikita sa Figure 7, user account. Next is the recording of farmer's profile and farm records. Based on the NCIS form, the following online registry form has been created with 4 sections as shown in Figure 8, 9, 10, and 11 respectively. First section is the code. The second is the profile of farmer. Third is the farm usage, farm production and income. And lastly, the other informational and saving. Figure 8, sa code section, nakalagay doon ang region, province, city, municipality at barangay. For example, select Region 1, all provinces ay makikita doon. Kung pipiliin ang Ilocos Norte Province, lahat ng city municipalities ng corresponding province ay nandoon rin. Then kung pipiliin naman ang municipality, katulad ng Badok sa Ilocos Norte, makikita din doon ang barangay sa menu. This kind of entry selection will prevent error in data entry, misspelling, incorrect information, and double entry. Ang selection na ito ay ginawa para hindi magkamali sa data entry or sa information o magkaroon ng doubling entry. May makikita po kayong asterisk sign na dapat ay i-fill up at ang rule na ito ay a-apply sa 4 section ng farm and farm registry form. Next slide is in Figure 9 is the profile of farmer selections. Farmer section. In Figure 9 shows the section where we input the profile coconut farmers. This includes information about names, home address, date of birth, sex, civil status, name of spouse, date of birth of spouse, names of children, highest educational attainment, membership and organization, number of years in coconut farming, and religion. Again, Fields with asterisk beside them are required to be filled up by the user. So makikita dito ang mga personal information ng coconut farmers. In Figure 10, the farm user and production data entry form is shown in Figure 10. Makikita naman dito ang farm usage, coconut variety, coconut land classification, and farm income nila. Next section is shown in Figure 11. This section contains other information that determines if the farmer is a holder of Coco Fund receipt or Coco certification. The declaration of and certification of the regional office is likewise inputted in this section. Ang section na ito ay naglalaman kung sino ang farmer holder ng Coco Fund receipt or share certification. Ito ang declaration and certification na binibigay ng PCA sa regional offices para sa data accountability purposes, kaya kailangan lagyan. Nakalagay dito ang pangalan ng agriculturist at provincial coconut development manager ng PCA, pati ang date ng certification. Next slide is the farmer's search section. Figure 12 shows the farmer's search section wherein we can able to search a farmer's record. So sa Figure 12, makikita dyan ay pwede rin mag-search ang farmer's record. Ang gagawin lang ay i-type ang farmer's surname sa field, then i-click ang Advanced Service Option Display, ilalagay ang region, province at city municipality ang year so that we can filter the farmer records. Next slide is the report section. Reports as shown in Figure 13 can be generated by NCIS based on the inputted profile of coconut farmers and his/her farm. After mong gawin lahat, report can be generated based sa in-input ng farmers. The output file in .csv format also can be generated. In Figure 14, the reports generated by the system can be printed. The reports can be printed reports will show the name of the current user in the lower part with accompanying date of printing as shown in Figure 14. So makikita dyan ang current user with date sa lower part na may and lower part with report sa Figure 14. That's the end of the chapter 1 to 3 of the National Coconut Information System. Thank you and God bless.